wanted to talk to you about tibialis anterior today. So tibialis anterior is a muscle that runs from the outside of the knee all the way down the outside of the shin and across into the top of the foot on the side of the arch. Now it's responsible for lifting the foot up and turning it in to provide that arch support that we need to generate a good propulsion, keep a really good stable position through our running. So when this gets a little bit tight from really having to work to keep that position, you can get some pain on the outside of the ankle all the way up the outside of the shin, and can be partially responsible for what you might have heard of called shin splints before. So what we're going to do is go through today some exercises that you can do to stretch it off and what you can be doing to strengthen it to make it a little bit stronger and stop it happening again in the future. Now, one of the exercises to do to stretch it, you can do from sitting or standing. You're going to take that foot, tuck it underneath you so that the base of the foot is now pointing up towards the ceiling, and just gently press the outside of the ankle down towards the floor. You should feel a stretch in the outside of the ankle here. You might feel it come up into the leg a little bit, but the main area you'll feel it is the outside of the ankle. So that's one version. You can also get a rubber ball or a tennis ball, and you can place it on that muscle, so on the outside of the shin, not on the bony bit, and place it underneath that muscle. Now from here you can press your weight down, you can pull your foot up and down to activate that muscle, get deep into the tissues, move it across, really scrub deep into that tissue in a few different directions. You'll feel when you're on those tight hot spots, it'll be a little bit uncomfortable, but it shouldn't be painful. If it's making you scrunch your face up, it's probably a little bit too deep. So you can work that the whole way up and down the outside of the shin to release those muscles. Now to make it a little bit stronger, what we want to be doing is practicing activating in weight bearing. So we're practicing lifting the arches of the feet. So squeeze your bum to support it, turn the knees out and lift the arches away. Now practicing this on both feet to start with is a really good entry level, but when you get a little bit more comfortable with that, you can stand tall on one leg and practice going from the inside to the outside of the foot. Okay, so we're activating that muscle as we pull the foot outwards, lifting the arch and relaxing it down, lifting it back up. So this is fantastic for when you're on that uneven ground and for once you've been running for a little while and you start to fatigue. All right, so there's a few good hints for you for some stretches, some manual release and some exercises that you can do to strengthen.